Alison from Newcastle Speech Pathology, and today's tip is about setting up some schedules and routines for your child. It's time to get our kids back to school after holidays, and that can be really difficult for a lot of kids, setting up that new regular routine that they need to get through to get out of the house on time. Now, I'm often hearing parents going, they want to pick up the iPad every 5 minutes, or they're just not getting through things. They're just not being able to complete everything I want them to do, and I feel like I'm hounding them all the time. Well, today I just wanted to show you how you can use visual schedules to really support your child's routines, and just particularly how you could use an iPad to help. So if you have a child that is constantly going to the iPad when they're supposed to be getting ready for school, why not use the iPad as the visual schedule that's going to help them get there? So I've just chosen an app to show you today. This is just called ChoiceWorks, but there's many apps out there that do the same kind of thing. So what I like about these apps is that you personalize them specifically for your child. So in my app here, I'm just using the generic pictures, but you can take photos of your child doing each task so that it's very personal for them. So it's very similar to what you would normally have in a paper-based schedule, but the beauty of this one is that the child, when they've completed an activity, they can physically move the icon across to the finished portion, and then they can see how many more steps they've got to go before they're ready. So for example, this is a morning routine that I've set up. I've got here, first of all, you might want to eat breakfast. So you can get your child when they wake up, go, well, let's see what things we need to do today before we get to school. Come to the iPad, get the app open, and go, oh, first of all, we're eating breakfast. Once that's done, we simply slide that across to the other side, and then we're ready to see what the next item is. Next one, feed the pets. Again, when they've completed that, come back and actually move the icon across. Now, I would suggest that the iPad stays firmly on the kitchen bench or firmly with the parent. We don't want your child taking the iPad off into the corner and going on playing games, but this can be just one way to keep them a little bit excited and interested in the routine. So feed the pets, and they've finished that. It actually talks to you. Now for those kids that I don't know if you could hear that, but this app actually talks to you. So I've gone through and I've said maybe get dressed, brush your teeth, pack your bag, and then you're ready for school. But the lovely thing at the bottom is when all of these things are completed, you have a couple of rewards. So I've said for this child, after they've done all of those tasks, their shoes, last one is shoes on. Once the shoes are on, then they can choose either to use the iPad or watch some TV. This is great for some kids who are you feel like you're really fighting them with some of these things, like trying to get them off the television or off the iPad. It shows them that yes, you're going to allow them some time, but the length of time that they get to use those devices is dependent on them getting through all the tasks first. So visual schedules are fantastic, whether they're paper-based or on something like an iPad. They work really well for helping kids stay focused, on track, and motivated. So that's the tip for the week. Thanks.